I think this is one Jeep repair just about anybody can do. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's Casey. This is my 2020 Jeep Wrangler EcoDiesel behind me, and today we're going to be catching up on a repair that I've been putting off from some trail damage in a recent video. Yes, I'm finally going to be replacing, because we can't repair the side view mirror here on the Jeep. A few videos ago, we were out on one of our epic adventures. I had an unfortunate run-in with a large tree that was sticking out from the side of the trail, which promptly removed my mirror. And just ripped our mirror off. Crap. Bro. Oh, look at this.
Dude, your mirror's crooked.
Oh,
your seat's got a hole.
My seat got stabbed. This huge branch.
It must have been sticking out like that way. You like basically ripped a whole tree off. And in the process, your mirror scraped your door. Hang on a sec.
I think we can fix it. You got this?
Yeah.
You summon your inner ginger.
There we go. All you needed was a little storytelling out magic. Brutal, man. I feel your pain.
Yep, put some duct tape on that out. Feel like that's gonna last.
That's a little duct tape won't fix, right?
Yeah, I'll have to get a new mirror. When I got home, I started trying to figure out, well, can I actually repair this? I don't know, maybe. But then I started browsing around to see what an actual replacement would cost. Found out it wasn't too expensive. I think their mirrors are about $150. And so these mirrors are just the heated mirrors. They don't have the blind spot sensor light in them. So I think those ones are a little bit more, but I was actually quite surprised just how inexpensive the Jeep mirrors were on the JLs. Now I've ripped off a few on my JK, as well as other people that I know, and have ripped off a few, and they're definitely less expensive. I think they were like 40 or 50 bucks on Rock Auto. So these are a bit pricier, but nothing too crazy. And so I ordered one up, and we're gonna fire that on today. And I think it's a pretty simple, straightforward replacement. All right, let's go through the giant bin of parts here in the garage. I'm amassing quite the box collection in here. I've got this huge new box here. All right, see if you can guess what this is. I've kind of alluded to what was coming in previous videos if you've seen them, but this just came to me. It's a prototype, so you may not be able to find this yet, or maybe you're watching this video in a year from now and this is readily available. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is. We are going to be throwing this on next week, so if you want to find out, make sure you're subscribed, check out the next video, and we've got this as well. Looking forward to throwing these on, but that's not what we're doing today. Today, we're replacing our mirror, but I thought I'd just give you guys just some quick looks at a few things that we're working on in upcoming videos. I've also got this that I wanted to try out here. This is a cooktop. So something I've been thinking about is grilling some steaks or grilling some meat when we're out on the trail. So I picked this up, and we're gonna use this with our stove. Bam. So that's what I was thinking with this. Sits right on top of our Jetboil Genesis. This was on sale for Amazon for like 30 bucks. Thought I'd pick one up, give it a try. I can bring it out sometimes, depending on what food I'm bringing with me. And maybe we can grill some steaks or burgers or whatever we might want to grill on a grill top. And then on the other side, we've got a flat top, and you know, we can cook up bacon and eggs or whatever, but thought I'd give this a try. Not sure how well it's gonna sit on here, but you know, you gotta try things out, and when you see something on sale on Amazon, pick it up, give it a whirl. So cooking isn't what we're talking about today. We've got a nice brand new mirror that is heated. See the little heated reflection in there. So this is the heated one. So there's a non-heated, heated, and then one with the blind spot indicators in it. So there's 3 mirrors. Make sure you're getting the right one, but hey, there we are. So we're gonna fire this in. Should be pretty straightforward. I also picked up this guy. So if you're wondering what this is a replacement inner fender liner. So when we ripped off our fender last winter, and I never dealt with this all summer because I honestly didn't know what to do about it, and I was looking for some aftermarket stuff. And so now we just need to pull the fender off, and we can put the new liner on. So these are like 40 bucks, super cheap, way cheaper than any aftermarket metal option I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on. And honestly, I kind of like the factory look in here. So I just need to get some more clips because I don't have any spare clips. And when I pull off this fender, I feel that we're gonna break a couple of them. So I'm gonna get some spare clips, and then we can pull that off and put this on. Now the thing with this is it does have these little pop rivets, these plastic rivets that go all around the edge, and they go into these holes. So I did buy a plastic rivet tool, which is what we're gonna need. And then I think the rest of this is pretty straightforward, just some body panel plugs that are gonna line up with some of the holes. We've got some that are missing back there, all along there. I've got a kit that has just hundreds of different plugs in them, so this should be pretty straightforward. You know, I'm kind of wondering if I even need to take the fender off. So I think what I'll do is I'll play around with this when I have a bit more time. I'm just trying to get this mirror fixed because I don't want it rattling out when we're on the trail. And we're heading out next weekend to shoot some videos, and we're gonna be going over to Epic Adventure Outfitters to put some of those new things on that I haven't told you exactly what they are. So keep an eye out for those. But I think when I get back, I'm gonna take some time and try to put that fender liner in. But today we're just gonna get that mirror put in because that's super important. Having my mirror rattling out on bumpy terrain, anytime it got hit by a tree, it would fall out, was really annoying. So I wanna get this in, show you guys just how this goes in, pretty straightforward. And then we're gonna be ready to go in a couple days. So one thing that's really cool about these newer Wrangler mirrors is they're really, really easy to replace. So, I mean, this shouldn't be something that is a super common occurrence. Normally the normally the mirror would retract. It does have a spring mechanism in it, but I guess just the way the tree hit this, ripped it right off and broke that whole mechanism. As well, you know, it's not impossible to break this lower part here. So look at this. We just pop our door open, and we've got 3 T40 Torx screws right here on the inside of the door on the opposite side of the mirror. And always handy to have a Torx bit set in your toolkit because there's a lot of Torx bit screws on the Jeeps. And we're just going to remove all 3 of these bolts. One thing that shoes untied. Tie my shoe. So while I'm replacing this mirror, I started thinking about just how easy this is and how Jeep has designed these to be either easily removed or easily replaced. And even with a $150 price tag for the heated power mirror, that's not crazy if you remove one of these. So one of the big features of the new Bronco is when you remove your doors, your mirrors are attached to this big extended plastic piece that sticks out the side, and you still have mirrors when you take your doors off. And I think everybody's thinking this is a great idea because this is a big problem. You take your doors off, you have no side view mirrors, and a lot of places that's illegal. Plus, you don't have as good of visibility. But what I'd started thinking is, what if I had ripped off the mirror on the Bronco? And just close this. The way I hit this with a big stick, you know, just snap this mirror off. There's not a lot to this assembly. It's not really gonna cause any damage, and it's a pretty straightforward repair. But if you have a huge plastic piece coming out the side of here, that would have shoved that plastic piece into the A-pillar. Who knows how much that entire assembly would have cost. I did try to look it up and see, but they're so new, you can't actually buy a replacement mirror for a Bronco yet. But there's definitely some upsides and downsides to both designs. But for now, I really like just how easy and simple this is to replace the mirror on the Wranglers. And Jeep did come out with this frame that you can add on to the cowl and add on to your door hinge, and they kind of link together, and you can put a mirror on it. So you do have an option if you're taking your doors off. I never take my doors off because it's actually illegal here in British Columbia. You can't drive with no doors, you'll get a fine, which kind of sucks. But super easy to replace them when you break one off. Now I'm using these Tecton swivel head ratchets. I picked these up on Amazon. I find them quite handy because sometimes you can't ratchet straight on like that, so you can tilt the head, and as well it makes it a lot faster if you want to go straight up and quickly finish removing a bolt. So I really like these. I'll throw some links down in the description to the tools that I use if you want to check them out and grab a set for yourself. But I found these quite handy for getting into a few spots. And right here I need to angle it out a little bit so I'm not hitting the door panel. All right, so we've removed 3 of these super long bolts holding the mirror on, and now the mirror will detach easily from the body panel of your Jeep. And in here, there's a little tiny clip for this plug. We're just going to unlatch it, just like that. Super straightforward. And look at that. We've got the whole mirror assembly now detached from the Jeep. All right, now we will just repeat this process. Plug this new clip in. Now align this back up. It kind of hooks into the hole in the side of the door. So just kind of hook it over the lip, slide it into place. And it has some alignment pins, so you can't really screw this up. And we're gonna just take all 3 of our bolts and fire them in here. All right, so once you've got that mirror bolted on, the connector in, fire up your Jeep, make sure your window adjustment works. That means your plug is working. And just like that, we go from broken mirror to fresh, new looking mirror. So just a couple final thoughts on this. Make sure you get the right mirror because there are 3 versions of the mirror. There's the non-power, non-heated mirror. There's the powered heated mirror like I have. And then there's also the model that has the blind spot indicator lights in the mirror. A little bit of cost difference. I'll put a link down in the description to the one I bought on Rock Auto. I have no affiliation with Rock Auto, but I just order stuff from them all the time because they're pretty competitive with prices and it's easy to get, and they usually have stuff in stock. And now I need to take this out on the trail and scratch it up a little bit because this mirror totally doesn't match the rest of my Jeep. We're gonna be taking the Jeep out on a crazy adventure next weekend. First, we're gonna be making a stop at Epic Adventure Outfitters to throw those new parts on. I know you guys are gonna wanna know all about them, so don't miss that video. And then we're gonna be shooting a Halloween video with Sean from the Story Till Now. I'm gonna be doing some behind the scenes vlogging, and we're gonna be out obviously on an awesome adventure. Do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 40,000 subscribers before my 40th birthday coming up real soon, so I would love that as a birthday present to hit 40,000. And I'll see you guys in the next one.